You should be mentally prepared. After I narrated the whole story, I was expecting response. I just said,
What is love? One of the most destroyers of long distance relationship is the lack of trust and perseverance. In this video today, we'll be talking you through how to maintain trust and perseverance in your long distance relationship and how you can lead this long distance relationship into success. Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Sam.
my name is Yemi,
And we are
the Fact Child.
we are a young migrant couple in the United Kingdom. We share about our journey so far, how things have been, how we are progressing day by day, things that we're learning as a young couple in the United Kingdom. Everything in between, from migration to processes that we embark upon, to finance, to growth, personal and corporate goals, and to how we navigate through life in the United Kingdom. Today, we'll be speaking about trust and perseverance in long distance relationship. I hand over to my wife.
Okay, hi guys. I once again. I remember when we started, we started physically before it was before you traveled that the relationship
We
started.
had done like 2 to 3 months,
No,
3 months.
2 months, September,
So October, November. That's 2 months.
2 months.
Okay, so we did 2 months physically
2
before
months.
I traveled.
Yeah, so it was within that period that we already saw what what we were like individually.
Not completely.
Yeah, not completely, but we already have basics or foundation of what we were like what I was like and how he was. We knew each other at that time, so we already knew that okay, there was something that was going to come out of this relationship, this union. Even though it was not officially done at that time. But then we believe that since we were into that relationship, we should be able to trust ourselves. We should be able to bring in maturity. You should be matured enough to know that this relationship is heading somewhere. That's my want to set in, but in as much as you trust yourself, you trust God, and you trust your partner, you should be able to know that you would scale through these hurdles. You will scale through these difficulties, the difficulties that comes with maintaining a long distance relationship.
I think the first thing we should take note of for long distance relationships that have to do with two individuals is the fact that, number one, you must know who that person is beforehand. You must know that this person is not just a church brother. You have known that okay, he's dependable, he's able to keep to his words. There are some people that cannot keep to their word. They say, well, I'll meet you here 5:30. They'll be there 6:45. This may look very small or minor, but they are simple pointers. The idea is that you know the person that you are going to a relationship with. Going into a long distance relationship, know them properly, know them beyond the surface, know them, know their convictions, know their belief systems, all right, so that when you now start a long distance relationship, when trust issues want to arise, you can link it back to the fact that you know these people.
Somewhere.
Yes, you link it to where you started from. But if you are the person that snatched him from someone else, definitely you have problem because of the start of the relationship. The start of the relationship was not from the right place. You understand? Was not with the right mindset. Was not with the right seed. You didn't sow the right seeds. So definitely you would expect that that kind of thing may happen with your partner, and even if it does not happen, you will think it's happening because you are separate. All right. So the first thing is that you want to make sure that you know that person. If you will not have trust issues, you will know that person. You know that person indeed to be able to handle long distance relationships. That's one thing I think you should take note of. And the person may genuinely be attached to you. It might genuinely be connected to you, but at some point you may begin to sense a disconnection, which usually will come from, if you check our previous video on communication, it usually comes from lack of communication. So by lack of communication, the distance will be growing apart, and then you will think that what you used to know the person with, in terms of probably you used to like a lot of girls and all of that, you think what you used to know the person with, what he's doing, even though it's genuine, lack of trust will set in. All right. So one of the things you want to make sure you to know is who is this person that you are going into a relationship with. You want to understand the concept around his life, which is very important.
Also, I think that you should be mentally prepared personally that when you're in this relationship, there will be misunderstandings. Just try to picture it that you have misunderstandings with your siblings. You can't say you want to give up on them. That no, you are no longer my sibling because there was a misunderstanding. So you should believe that if you are when you go into that relationship, that long distance relationship, you are ready to go through all of those misunderstandings. You are able to solve it and not give up on maybe little things that are not worth giving up on, so you should be mentally prepared. We mentioned these things in some of our videos that maybe what something happened and then maybe we didn't understand or we were unable to manage it well, and then it will now end up saying we are no longer interested. Which we went through too. We went through that phase also, but it was not something that was worth giving up on. And we thank God for people around us that we were able to, report these things to, and they helped us dissect these issues, and we later saw that it's something that we could manage. So you should put that in mind. You should be emotionally prepared. You should be ready that you want to make this work.
I think that one of the most potent causes of these issues would be lack of preparedness in our minds, because let me tell you something. You are in a different location. That person is a different location. You are going through a different life process. That person is going through a different life process. So you have to be ready for what comes with it. Some people are not ready. They feel like, okay, we used to talk 10 hours when we were together. When you travel, we need to find a way to make it 10 hours. It may not be 10 hours. It may be some quality 3 hours. And that's it. That's all you have for the day. So you have to be ready. I was speaking with a couple of people when we released our first video about long distance relationship. Somebody said, I don't think long distance relationship is for me. And which is true, because I haven't understood the kind of mental rigor that goes into a long distance relationship. Benjamin said, I don't think it's for me. I don't think I can do it. Well done, guys, but I don't think I can do it. And it's true. It's true, because it's not the easiest. So you have to be mentally ready. There are some times that the person that you want to talk to is not even interested in talking to you, number one. My wife was talking to me just yesterday about something. I was on my phone trying to get something, but she was talking to me about something very serious as well. Before you knew it, I was already into what I was looking for, and she just figured that I was not even listening to her. Then I said, oh, baby's doing something. Immediately I said, I just put off the phone, put it aside, and I said she should continue talking. You see, that's for people that are with each other. Now, not to talk of people that are separate and are undergoing through different separate processes. You are going to have to be ready. Another thing you want to consciously put your relationship in the hands of God. You want to consciously pray about it. You want to consciously open up your fears to God. Not just God, open up your fears to your partner. Because sometimes you do not feel the relationship. You do not feel yourself. You do not like the way you guys are going. You should be able to sit your partner down and talk to them. I don't really know what's going on. I don't feel this. And you're not telling them because you want to quit. Because sometimes, anytime we start talking like that, what is in the mind of people is that,
breakfast.
Okay, you want to serve me breakfast. No. Because you are building that relationship. You want to say, oh, I don't know how I'm feeling. I'm feeling separate. I'm feeling isolated. There was one time that I said I was feeling drained. Yeah. I was feeling drained in the long distance relationship. I had to let her know that I don't feel this anymore. I don't feel this anymore. So you have to you have to open up, because if you don't open up, you will be reacting to them based on what you feel. But once you have opened up, there is a level of vulnerability that both of you can now come on a plain ground, on a plain level, and then react both on that level. Not you are reacting on this level, she's reacting on this level. Then she's like, your energy doesn't match my energy. It will not match because you feel drained. All right. But if you are vulnerable enough, they can come down to that level, and vulnerability meets vulnerability, and then people can then build each other up back to where you should be. All right. You want to constantly pray about your relationship. Both spend time to pray, and also make sure you open up to your partner. One of the things that I would always do that at the time too. So open up. I know you have heard it in many videos. She doesn't like to talk, but you could sense that something is wrong, but she doesn't like to talk, and that one then that begins to affect me, because she's not talking. I feel something is wrong. I don't know what is wrong. I don't know how to react. You see that? So that lack of that communication will affect trust. Lack of communication. It doesn't. When we say communication, we don't like. If you watch our previous video on communication, we did not say just always talk. There are times that you will not want to talk, but there still has to be that level of communication, that non-verbal means or level of communication. We should be careful not to make sure that silence will breed trust, because once you're not talking, that the next thing they are thinking is that you don't have their time again, or that becomes a ripple effect. You see, the devil will take that thought and then make it bigger than it seems, and then the person is telling you something and you're like, me? How? Uh-huh. So I mean, that's another thing.
I remember there was a day when I was in school that we were on a call. You won't believe that. I was talking. I didn't know that my man had slept. It was after I narrated the whole story. I was expecting response. I just said, I said, babe, babe, it is so.
What is so long?
I just had to understand that this man went to work, or maybe school. I could not remember, but then I just had to put it in mind that it takes two people to make a relationship work. But I could understand that he was tired at that time, even though I think I was angry. So he had to rest. So I could not use that against him. That's part of understanding your partner, and also, just like you've said, putting it in God's hands, because whatever you put in God's hands is preserved. Continuously pray to God for your relationship and you will not be put to shame. I believe. Also, like I said earlier, it takes two people to make a relationship work, so you should always try your best not to, just like you said, if at some point it felt drained, that I was not really into that relationship and he was the one making all the effort. So you have to make it a two-person thing. You have to put effort in making it work, and your partner also must, it has to be mutual, so that one person will not carry the whole weight on their shoulder.
Another thing I think is important to say is the fact that to make sure that trust is strengthened is we must open up on our relationship with an opposite sex, regardless of how or who the person is. Once he's taking unnecessary space, you're having more time for the person than your partner, is already a problem. Or even if you're not even having more time, you are spending time with the person. Your partner must know what's going on. Must. Before they ask, tell them. Because when they have to ask before you say, trust has been broken on one level, because you did not make the first move, because you did not see the partner fit to hear from you first until they had to unburden their insecurity. That's when you now say, no. So once you know that you are spending more time with somebody, it doesn't have to be more time than your partner, but if you are spending a lot of time with an opposite sex, let your partner know. Just reach out to your partner. What I did, I had a friend, maybe it was a friend or an ex, I don't know, but I had a friend that reconnected at some point. I had to quickly tell my partner that this person reconnected. I think he was somebody that I used to like, that I wanted to go into a relationship with, but I did not later go into a relationship with, that kind of thing. I said this person reconnected and all of that. I don't want the person to feel bad. That's what I was telling my partner.
Innocent man.
I don't want. No, it's not about being innocent. I say I don't want this person to feel bad, but I had to find a way to respond. Reach out. It's not because you are perfect or anything. It's just you're making sure that there's no loophole, because it's when there is a loophole that the devil can now find an avenue to find expression. So I was this person came back, but I'm responding because I don't want I'm not responding back to back, but I'm responding from time to time, so that I don't make the person feel bad, even though all of that did not make the person not feel bad in the end. You can't stop the person from feeling bad. It's just you that is maybe trying to be a good boy or good girl. You can't stop it at some point. So, but anyway, I had to tell her she can have access to an information one day, and then it's about this person, and why did you not tell me? So trust is broken when we do not let our partners know about our relationship with an opposite sex. It doesn't have to be a relationship, a love relationship. It can be office relationship, like a boss to a subordinate. Just let your partner know that I'll be spending some quality time with this person, because he's my boss. I'll be doing this and this and that, and then if your partner feels like, you are going too far in this, they can let you know. I don't like the way you are going with this one. I don't like the way you are going with this one. All right, so they can let you know on that level. But if you do not say, that's where the problem is. That's where the problem is. You see, you know what I'm going to say
Yeah,
about that?
because the devil might even want to be building on that. That
Yes.
because you are not telling your partner, then they might just want to build some thoughts, bring some thoughts to your mind, and then they start bringing up other feelings that you do not even have the intention of, having, and even the other person you be connected with, they might try to just find a way to set in, and then maybe they had other motives, but you with your innocent mindset, you are just coming to be free with them, to have just a friend to friend relationship, not knowing that they had other motives. So it's best to, if you are able to share with your partner, then the both of you can see it in that light, that okay, you are cool with this person. So if that person is trying to bring in something else, then you know that the person is here against, is one against two people. It's not one, it's not just the two of you, it's not just both of you. So you should be able to open up with your partner. And I believe that even though it's a long distance relationship, don't be far from your, you can be in long distance, this is long distance. So you shouldn't be far from your partner, even though it's a long distance relationship. Try your best, to be as close as possible, as free as possible, because that's what would maintain these are the things that would maintain that relationship. Don't be far from them. Don't be far. Don't be far from them. Be open. Be open to them.
As much as possible, as much as possible, as much as you can, try to communicate. We said, my wife said in the other video, is the bedrock of any relationship. If you communicate very well, trust cannot be an issue, because you would have spoken about anything that needs to be spoken about. You would have told them about any secrets that need to be told, any past that need to be told, and those are the things that, puncture love. Those are the things that affect love. If you create time to talk, if you create time to communicate, indeed, don't forget. Although I know some guys that they can talk to a lot of ladies, and then they will spread that much energy, and well, God be with them anyway. But if you're going to be committed to one, be fully committed to that one. All right. So I hope that you've gotten value from this video. I hope that you will treat your relationship with the care that it needs, with the sincerity that it needs. No relationship is perfect, but because it's between two imperfect people. All right. So you will step on each other's toes, definitely. You will make mistakes, definitely. It's just the fact that then you have to keep going. You have to keep going. If you know that this is the person you want to settle with, and confirmed by the Lord, and you are showing your spirit that, oh, this is the person I want to settle down with, don't let any little thing come in between your guys. All right. Trust is a big thing that can be combated with solid communication. All right. So I hope you got value. If you got value, subscribe, like, and share this video with your friends and family. Thank you. We'll see you in our next video.
Thank you, guys. Bye.